Hello everyone, it's really good to be back, and this time I have a feeling I'm going to be back a lot more than before, because I actually lost my job. That and so much more to come in this video, but first and foremost, thank you for being here, and let's just get right into it. So, about 2 weeks ago, I lost my job. It was unexpected, but maybe it was for the better. You see, my heart has never been in my full-time work. It's been in this. It's been in sharing my story, and video editing, and working behind a camera. That's what I like doing. I don't think I was meant to go into the computer field. I don't think that was where I was meant to be. And so, in losing my job, and a few other opportunities that have come my way, I think this might be the right time to actually make that shift. Now, just so you know I'm not going off the deep end here and taking an insane amount of risk, let me share with you a bit of what I'm thinking. But first, we have to go back a bit, because this story actually starts in May. Unbeknownst to me, my parents were in conversation with a friend of theirs from high school who was back in town. And in those conversations, he had brought up that his production company that he works for is actually going to be shooting a feature film in Rapids, in Wisconsin Rapids, my hometown. And so, upon hearing this, my parents actually said to their friend, "Oh, hey, well, our son does some of that stuff. If you guys need help, we could give you his number and stuff." And so they passed along my contact information. I was contacted, and I was actually hired to work on a low-budget feature film. Big shout out to All the Way Around Productions, because they play a more critical role here in this story later on. So at this time, I was still working my other job, and I was now also working on set. The contrast in how I felt was night and day. It was so obvious to me that what I have been doing and what my work has been is not where I should be. I got on set that first day, and I was helping to build the set. I was helping to set up the lighting rigs. I was helping with the camera crew. I picked up very quickly on things. At least that's how I feel about it. You guys, whoever was there can correct me if I'm wrong. But I was very, very happy to be on set and to be working with professional equipment, and just learn and grow with these guys. Like, I learned so much in this experience. I don't even know where to start. It was honestly just the experience of a lifetime. For me, someone who lives in Wisconsin, these opportunities don't come around every day. And so I was getting plugged in for sure. And then I would go home after being on set, and I would sit back down the next day to work. And I would just be devastated. I know devastated seems like an extreme word, but I would be devastated, because that feeling that I got from being on set, that feeling that I get when I sit down to edit, that feeling that I get when I am making something, it is unmatched by any other working experience that I've ever had. And I think that's how I know, too. That's how I know it's where I'm supposed to be. So shortly after that experience on the set of The Dancing Monkey, I started my own business. I started Meadowlark Media. Meadowlark Media is a production company. It is meant for anything from corporate videos to wedding videos, to my own YouTube channel, to whatever other sort of online media that we can generate. Also narrative work. I want to build a business that is based around supporting creatives in whatever video production endeavor they have. So if you know anyone that's looking for professional video services and you'd like to recommend my work, send them on over to Metal Media. I'll have a link down in the description for that as well. On a side note, I have done wedding videos in the past, and what I like to say is it's about more than just capturing the day. It's about capturing the emotion behind it as well. While every wedding tends to be structured in the same way, it's the couples that really make it unique. And so that's what I try to do when I put my videos together, is I like to capture that story rather than just capturing the day. The other big thing that is making this possible is that relationship that I have with All the Way Around Productions. They really liked my work on set when they came to Wisconsin to film their movie, and they stepped in when I lost my job. I was already planning on doing some assistant editing work with them, but upon losing my job and letting them know that, they got me set up like right away. And huge thanks to Chandler and Scott and Connor. These guys have been helping me out so much in this gap here, and really they're making this possible. They're making it possible for me to call this my job. So huge shout out to All the Way Around Productions. I think you gave me my start. So that's where I'm at. I'm going to be dedicating far more time to videos here. I'm going to be dedicating more time toward my business side of things, and we're going to see where that goes. Emily has been a huge support for me in this as well, and actually that leads us to the next place, which is the move. We'll actually be moving to Duluth, Minnesota now, because that is where her job is taking her. Maybe we could talk a bit more about that later, because I don't know if I've actually revealed what her profession is here or not. Not sure if she wants me to. I don't know, but ultimately, we're moving to Duluth. And that's going to be happening in like November. So stay tuned for that. That'll be interesting. And then the only other thing that I really need to inform you guys on, or let you get caught up on here, is what this whole channel, the main theme has been, and I'm sure everyone's wondering because I look about the same. What about your weight? That has been difficult. I don't even know how to fully convey how much my emotional well-being and mental state affected my weight gain. Because ultimately that is what happened. I have gained weight. I never got to celebrate my 200 pounds lost in a proper way. And maybe that's because it wasn't going to stay. Now, I'm not far off. I weighed in yesterday and it was 384.4, I believe, which means I am no longer past that 200 pounds lost. So I gotta work for it again. But that's okay. I think something to take note here and share is this is my weight loss journey. It's not a one-directional path. And I've shown my graph in the past too. It's up and down, up and down, up and down with that general down slope. So while this is a setback and it's not great, it's not the end. Just like I've said in many other videos where I've gained weight. Now granted, this one seems larger because it's over a large span of time, but I am not gonna give up. And I think losing my job, as silly as it sounds, was a good thing. I think it has put me in a better mindset. I think it's got me focused on what I'm really passionate about and what I really want to do for my career. And I'm excited to see where it takes me next. All of that being said, I think you guys are caught up. I think that that covers the basis of everything that has gone on in the time that I've been gone. I'm gonna work on my weight. It's gonna get better, and I can't wait to keep you guys more updated. I know I said that last time, but this time, this is my job. Holy crap, this is my job. I have been waiting so long to say that. I've been waiting so long to say that. So let's get to work. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. As always, you guys have a wonderful week. Also in this end little clip here, I just wanted to thank personally to both Peter and Jonathan because they were the two other people on the camera crew with me, and they graciously let me ask so many questions while I was on set with them, and they linked me out to a bunch of different resources that I could go look at, and they were just super helpful, and I'm really glad that they entered my life. That's really what it comes down to. I'm so mind blown by everything. It is really unbelievable right now. It doesn't feel real yet, and maybe that's because I know I need to make ends meet. But we will. We'll make ends meet, and it will be okay. So, thank you guys, and I'll see you next week.